Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa, and today is release day for Traci Reed's new collection for January, which is called Renewal, and it is stunning. So this card here is a good representation of the colors that are in this collection. So I love it. It's a great sort of winter color palette. It's very tranquil, very calming, and just really, really beautiful. I love the colors and the things that she put into this collection. So this is what we're going to be playing with. There'll also be a hop coming up on the weekend, and I'll have a separate layout for that one as well. So for release day, though, I am going to create a layout that is definitely in keeping with the theme of renewal or goal setting, or starting something new for the new year. And so I am going to make sort of a goals page. This is going to be a no photo layout because it is just going to be goals, and I'm actually going to use this to write my goals. So I thought I would show you a couple of things first before we actually fast forward or speed up the process and create the layout. Because this is going to be no photo, I am going to make a little sort of flip, so kind of an interactive page. So this is going to be hidden. There's not a real reason to hide my goals per se, but I just like the look of it. So I decided to go ahead and create what will be a little flip that'll be on this page. So I'll move that out of the way real quick. So I have, that'll be my bottom, and then this is my top card, and it is from the 4x6 pocket life type cards that are in the collection, and this one is perfect because it says start fresh. So when you think of goals, you're in the new year, you're thinking starting fresh, maybe new things you want to try in the new year. And so I am going to have that be on the top, and then when this flips up, this card will be on the inside. So my flip will be hidden, but it'll open up like this. And obviously once I've glued these down, they won't flop all over the place. But essentially I'll have this is your moment, which is another 4x6 that is in the collection. So like I said, lots of great motivational phrases in this one too. It's perfect for any of those type of starting something fresh, new, goals, type of layouts. So I'm going to have my goals, which I will eventually write in here, and then I am thinking I'll probably put some sort of sentiment right here, probably with just some flat letter stickers, like I could use start fresh or restart or something along that line. We will see what I end up putting in there, but that is going to be sort of my little flip that's going to be on my page, and we will decorate this. I'll put it together, but we'll decorate this as we go on creating the layout. So I have a few things printed here. I have some of the digital florals from the digital collection, and then I have some leaves and some of the banners here from the stickers that come in the collection. So I have found myself really loving the digital collections for some of the florals. So I did go ahead and print those. So you'll see those making an appearance on the page. And so I've created some little sort of clusters that you'll see as we go, again using those florals from the digital and then the stickers from the sticker pages. I also have from the sticker pages the numbers. These go 1 or 0 through 9, I guess. So I am going to have those be on the page, and then I am going to do a little bit of stamping, which is why I have my stamping block, my white cardstock, and then I have some number stamps. I think I'm only going to use the 1 through 10 stamps for my page, and I thought before I started my stamping, what I would do really quick is just show you ooh, I'm about to make everything on my desk fall off. Okay. I thought I would show you really quick some Catherine Pooler colors that go really well with this collection. So if you like to do stamping on your pages, or even mixed media, or anything where you could use an ink, and you have Catherine Pooler ink colors, I did do a bit of a kind of testing of what colors look good. So I'm just going to lay these out here and give you an idea of some color ideas that you could use when you're picking your ink to use on your projects. So if you have any of these, you can always grab them and they can work definitely for your colors. So Stone Blue is a great one. Juniper Mist pulls in the darker. The Cove Blue pulls in sort of that periwinkle color. So hopefully you can see these. The Stone Blue definitely goes with the lighter of the what's on that 8. The Sugared Lavender is, I couldn't find one that was a perfect match to the pinks and purples in this, but Sugared Lavender was pretty close, as well as Lilac for the lighter. And then if you wanted to just have a purple tone to kind of pull both of these together, the Crushed Violet was a good option. For the grays, I think Twilight is a perfect choice for what that number 3 is. And then Catching Rays was what I liked the most for matching to this sort of orangey yellow tone that is in the collection. And then Apricot works perfectly for the 5 and that sort of peachy orange tone that is in the collection. So I will leave those here for just a sec on the screen so you can see these are the colors. Here is a good palette of all of the colors in the collection. There's also a lighter gray, so if you had a lighter gray you could pull that in too. But these, I think, are a beautiful palette that really works well with the colors in this collection. So for my project today, however, I am only going to focus on one of the colors, and that's going to be the Stone Blue. I wanted to stamp something that, or I wanted to stamp my numbers in something that was not going to be too dark on the background and take up, or really sort of draw too much attention. I wanted to keep it slightly or somewhat light, I guess I should say. So like I said, I am going to use the numbers probably 1 through 10 on my stamp set here. I am just using, these are an outline stamp because again, I don't want my stamping to be dominant. I want it to sort of fade into the background. So I'm aiming for these to not be, to be more subtle, to not be super dominant on the page. And so what I want to do is I just want to stamp some numbers randomly in sort of the central area of the page. So this doesn't have to be perfect because of course it's stamping and I don't need it to be perfect. A lot of it is going to get covered up. And so I'm just going to start it and then I will finish it off camera because obviously this is going to take a second to stamp everything. So I am just, and I'm okay if they overlapped. That is perfectly fine because when I finish out the layout, things are going to be overlapping. And so I like that look. And so now I am just going to continue and fill this in and kind of, there's really no rhyme or reason. I'm not trying to make it perfect. So I'm really just going to play around and fill this sort of middle. I would like to bring it down, kind of go out a little bit and then back down to a point. So kind of like this. So point out in, kind of feel that's what I'm going for. So like I said, I am going to go ahead, do the stamping, which like I said is going to go here in the middle. I'm going to create that little flip that you saw, and that is going to show up down here on the bottom of the page. I am going to mat my white cardstock on this blue cardstock here, and that's going to be my background. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get the stamping done, put my flip with my goals here down on the bottom of the page, and when I come back we will finish the layout with the embellishments and put all of the title and things like that on the page. Okay, here is my page, and I have all of my stamping done. I've placed those large numbers on top of my stamping. I did go ahead and add a little bit of Distress Oxide in Faded Jeans as some splatters in the background. And I did, like I said earlier, go ahead and add my flip there to my page. So now my background and everything is in place, and it is now all about the embellishing for this page. And I apologize, there's someone really loud outside my window. Hopefully you don't hear that on camera. So I'm starting with my title because I want to make sure, of course, that I can get that on my page and have room for it. I kept the title really simple. It's just going to be pretty obvious, Goals 2023. And I am going to put a label and then some florals here on top of this card. That is the top of my flip. And I really love how this turned out. And I really, really, really love those florals that I printed from the digital collection. I used to not get the digital collections and play with them. But now that I have played with some of these florals that are in Traci's collections, I am in love with them. And I almost, in every collection now, I print them because they're some of my favorites. I really love how they turned out printed and cut. So I am going to go ahead and build a second cluster here at the top of the page over to the right, and then I'm going to put a third cluster here on the page as well. And so I keep to my favorite 3 clusters that I typically put on my pages, and I have to say this is one of my favorite pages that I've created, and it doesn't even contain a photo. I do still need to add my goals in there. They're not any reason to really have them hidden. I think I mentioned that, but I really just loved the overall design of this page, and I loved that card, and so I thought the perfect way to be able to show all the pieces that I love was to make it a flip. And then I don't necessarily love my writing, so it kept it kind of hidden, which was great. So there you see I've put my third cluster down. I have just a few little embellishments from the printed stickers for the collection. And so once I had all that down, I did go ahead off camera and glue down those florals. I did pop a few of them up on some foam just to give them some dimension. And there you saw inside, I did end up just putting on the side the word reset, because that's kind of what I'm thinking some of my goals will definitely be toward, getting my eating back in order and, resetting, trying to, get healthy and feel better with what I'm eating and get some exercise and things like that. So that's definitely one of my goals. And I thought reset is kind of perfect for the beginning of a new year. I'm resetting things. So once I had that down, I put on some enamel dots that matched the collection. And with that, we're going to call this done. So be sure to check out everyone else who is on the design team and the projects. Check out the blog to see other beautiful layouts that are created with this collection. I'm sure others will have videos today, and there'll be a hop on the weekend. So with that, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.